Hey, this is Mike from Junkion Crafts and Builds, and yeah, this is me. So this video is about my thoughts on Joefest this past weekend. It was my very first one, and it was an absolute blast. So I want to take a little bit of time and show you what I've gotten, and also talk about some of the things I saw down there at Joefest. So first and foremost, I do want to thank everyone I had a chance to meet. It was a pleasure meeting you and talking with you and sharing a collective experience amongst all of us here. What are some of the things I can take away off the bat? Lots of really fantastic content creators and companies that are creating some very awesome and creative products. And I'm not talking just strictly about Valaverse or Hasbro, but there's a lot of great companies. Sperotoys with Jason and Animal Wars of the Kingdom. Had a great time talking with them. Skeletron, I had never heard of them until listening to Corey after his departure from Hasbro and the new opportunities that came up for him. The new Monster Force prototypes that were down there. It was just so much news and interesting things that are, you know, it's not just G.I. Joe. So that was really fun to see. And all the really creative talent that have been in our lives, whether through the cartoons or like Mr. Larry Hama, who has been the architect of G.I. Joe in the comics for decades. Seeing him sitting there as a living icon of nostalgia was really great. Let's talk about some of the things that I saw, and we'll kind of go from there, and I'll show you some of the stuff I got. We'll switch cameras away from this ugly mug and showing you the actual things. So first group that I really want to talk about is Mark II Design. He had a really cool booth there, and if you're not aware, he is like one of the best known 3D printing creators. He has helped Bobby Vala and Valaverse design some of the weapons, and he had a lot of really cool product there. And I had an opportunity to pick up a couple items that include these really cool helmets that he 3D printed, and they actually fit over like a Cobra officer's head, and it's just a different really cool design. And the fact that it's not a separate head, it's an actual helmet that was printed and painted beautifully. But Mark also was venturing in regards to, he was providing people an opportunity to scan their heads, cleaning them up and scanning them into his computer and printing out selfie heads. And they would fit everything from 3 3/4 and even up to 1/6 scale. I wish him the best, and I hope that these heads are successful. I said earlier about Skeletron, I had not known anything about them until seeing in the toy news where Corey, you know, after his departure, became a consultant for Skeletron. Started to research that company, and I was curious about it, and you know, their big thing is the Robo Skull, which I didn't know anything about the Kickstarter or anything along those lines. But they had a booth there as well. A gorgeous prototype of this Robo Skull, which if you haven't seen it, here's a picture of it. It's basically, think of it as a big TIE fighter with a face. But they had some prototypes there of both their 3 3/4 inch figures as well as a 6-inch figure. And it was really interesting to hear about some of the work that they've been going through, and you know, listening to Corey and what he's bringing to that company with his skill set as a consultant. I mean, it was just really eye-opening about what's going on in the toy community that's beyond Hasbro and Mattel. I was just soaking up everything he was saying, and he was just really cool. He's just really laid back guy, you know. It was really a pleasure to meet with him, and he took a picture with me here, but it was really cool. And I picked up 2 packs of these, and they're the Red Assassin or Red Shadows Assassin Skeletron. And I just thought they were really neat. They're just really simple articulated spiders with skulls for heads. But I thought these were really cool, and they would be perfect for, say, Dr. Mindbender, just creating these little these little attack drones. Skeletron has a lot of really good things going for it. Next was, I want to say it was the Monster Force stuff that was really cool to see. But anyway, the Monster Force prototypes they were showing, and again, none of these figures have come out yet. Prototypes, they look absolutely gorgeous, and they had a couple waves of it sitting there, and the lead designer was on hand to talk about them. I mean, it looks like a really cool line. I don't know if I would be in on all of them, but there was a general there that looked. You can see the pictures. He definitely looks like someone famous, to say the least. But they have like these really cool designs. Then they also have these pictures of this huge Sasquatch with a huge machine gun. I mean, that's just crazy, and it looks so good. Then they had a Wendigo and all these other characters that were part of this Monster Force line. And again, they just looked really well designed. They got zombies. They had this Kilowog, which is a deluxe, basically a werewolf. A lot of it's supposed to come out fall of this year. Sergeant Slaughter was neat. We can roll into celebrities here in the conversation. Of course, Sergeant Slaughter had his huge line of stuff. And good for him, running the con scene, the convention scenes. It definitely had a lot of followers. There was always a line leading up to him, and he's just cobra clutching everyone. I didn't, I saw him in passing and said hello to him. I didn't go and buy any pictures or get anything with him. But we also had Samantha Newark, who is the voice of Jem, and she did a couple of. She did a character for Transformers, but she was mostly known for Jem. She's singer, songwriter, but she was really nice. I saw her with a couple of young girls, and it was nice. They see young girls getting involved with the art of collecting, their own heroes, and whatnot. And she was there with every one of them. Doing the little Jem, press your earring, say the magic word, and the hologram took over type of stuff. But she was really cool. Talked about Larry Hama again. He was really chill. He's just kind of sitting there, and people were walking up. He's signing stuff. He was willing to take selfies with people. So he was neat to kind of just talk to and say, hey, thanks for helping craft this world. It was really nice. At this point, the main thing I was there for was Valaverse, seeing their product. And like I said, I've shown you some of the stuff that I picked up. I did some impressions on them, including the Warpath Eclipse. I picked up my 2 copies of the Covert Ops Condor, both which are really good figures. Even the mail away, like I said before, it's a lot of reuse, and as someone who did buy some of the mail-in figures when I was a kid, reuse was the main thing. Just give a new coat of paint and it's a totally different character. But the main thing was picking up a lot of these reissues of these Series 1 figures. Bone Collector, Carrick, I picked up. Some of the new stuff that was coming out was the Desert Trooper and some of the packs. I mean, they were... say what you will about Bobby Valla, whether you like him or not. In the 3 days there, that booth never slowed down. I mean, there were people there constantly going through, and I kept walking around over and over in all the laps through the convention center, and I was just looking at the figures and watching the people talk to Bobby and Laser Pants and Desert Rat. Articulated Ninja, I got a picture with him, talking to him a little bit about some about his work in content creation. Just really fun. I wasn't expecting to be able to buy stuff because the way I understood it, I thought he was going to start selling stuff on Saturday, but I got through the one line to get in, and then there was another line that already started up for Bobby and the Valaverse group. They were booking every hour of that weekend. But the main thing was, after picking up those items, it was just a waiting game to see what new things Bobby was going to talk about the panel on day 2. And by the time this is going out, I mean, obviously his presentation's been out. There's already been other people talking about the things, but I just want to kind of give you my thoughts on the highlights. And there's a lot. First and foremost, let's just get the Vanguard out of the way. As you can see by the pictures and video, the Vanguard looks pretty sweet. Some people are saying it looks a little toyish, ironic. But it's because of like so many flat panels on it. And it does. It does have a lot of kind of flatness, and it looks kind of bubbly. But that's how the actual vehicle looks with paint or whatever color plastic it's going to be. I think it's going to look really, really good. I mean, he did show it with the like the desert tan color, relatively reasonably priced for what you're going to get. I mean, everyone's already seen the slide. 175 to 190 is the range, and it's going to sell. I think. Considering what we spent for his tank, considering what is being asked for to be backed for the Dragonfly, what we saw fail with the Engine of Vengeance as a HasLab, and what we've succeeded, or what we've seen as a success so far with sales with the Ramen Racer. The whole idea of vehicles, it's kind of running the gambit right now. And if he is successful with selling the Vanguard at that price, he's going to really set a precedent that is going to resonate amongst the toy community. The new items coming out in regards to the Arctic and Desert Steel Brigades, they look really cool. Smart use of an existing mold. Some people are saying, well, again, it's just another repaint. It's the same stuff over and over. Yes, but the thing is, it's a smart reuse while the new product is being designed and built, and it's going to sell. Everybody wants Steel Brigade. Give them different colors. Why not? And you see that with the Swarm. I mean, we have the new PowerCon exclusive shown here in red and black and gray. Amazing looking. I really want more than one. Unfortunately, I can't go to PowerCon this year, but it just looks fantastic. And now we have the Swarm Tracer, which is going into the glow-in-the-dark aspect. And that's one of two this new deluxe figure set that he's coming out with. Between that and the blowback camouflage sniper setup, looks really cool. And the kind of close out on what's going on with it is just the whole reduction in price with Series 4. That's a huge thing if you don't really, if you think about it. Everyone else is going up in prices. A lot of collectors are trying to be smarter, dropping gear packs $1. Maybe not seems like a lot, but that's a big deal. The base characters going to $20, and then the core characters, going from 32 to, was it 30 now? Last group I want to talk about is Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. Sperotoys, Jason Benvenu. Talked to him off and on. Really nice guy. I mean, super accommodating to people. And he was really successful this weekend. I think he sold almost all the stock that he brought to the convention. Again, Kato, the biggest advocate for AWOC, he was there. I got a chance to talk to him a little bit, so it was always nice to actually see these guys, that you're watching on YouTube in the flesh. And he's as genuine in person as he is. Good to see him. I first met him at TFCon Baltimore. But yeah, I picked up another Chunari. Legionnaire, and Jason was nice enough to sign the box. And I was also able to get some of the adventurer heads that Jason had brought. And Kato also gave me one of his displays with that has built-in storage that was designed by Fire Talk Designs. So a thank you for that, Kato. It's really cool. I like it a lot, and the fact that it's, you know, you can buy multiples and they're stackable, really neat. So again, check out Kato's channel. This diorama that this couple was selling, like I said, it's 20 bucks. It looks really cool. It's got all these really neat, you know, posters, music, and whatnot on there, and it's really nice. And yeah, I could have made I can make my own. It was nice just to support someone. Simple little piece that works for your 6-inch figure or 7-inch figure. So I'm extremely happy I got it. That was my experience. I had a really fun time. That's what I got. Not often I get just to talk about what I experience. I'm excited for all this new stuff, all this new independent things. It's not classified that's sparking my interest. It's Wave 2 and Wave 3 of Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. I mean, that stuff looks awesome. The new Monster Force prototypes. Like I said, there's all these pictures that I took of it, and it's like, it looks so good. So I had a really great time at Joefest. I met some fantastic people, and I hope to see you all again next year. I think that's what we all need to really remember as collectors, is that we buy this stuff because it has a connection to us and to others, and it's nice to be able to talk to one another about our collecting habits. I hope you enjoyed what I showed you here in this video, and we'll talk again soon. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. So until next time, thank you very much. Bye.